I'm having a hard time with this accountability deal. I don't believe you're gonna be able to convince me that you're accountable.
All right, friends, let's finish our day off with another parole hearing in Louisiana.
Would you please state your name for the record?
John Murphy.
The officer, who's the officer there with you?
Lieutenant Jonathan.
Okay, thank you, Lieutenant, for accommodating us this morning. And Mr. Murphy, so we'd like you to tell us your name and DOC number.
John Murphy, 34 2762.
Okay, sir, and can you, I'd like to ask the lieutenant if they can adjust the camera a little bit because I can only see the top of your head. Can you, or he can push back a little bit maybe?
Yeah, just push back. Come on back.
Yeah, that's much
That's
better.
good.
Thank you, thank you. Can you see us okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let me just read some information into the record before we get started. Mr. Murphy, you're classified as a 5th felony offender. You're currently serving a 22-year sentence. You were sentenced in June of 2020 for aggravated flight from an officer and resisting the police. Your parole eligibility date was October 20th, 2021, and your good time date is January 26th, 2042. Does all that sound right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we want to acknowledge the folks who are here today in support. We have Detrice Smith and Keisha Murphy in support. We'll hear from them shortly. And we also have a representative from the DA's office in Jefferson Parish who wishes to have input. But first, Mr. Murphy, your case this morning has been assigned to Mr. Tillis, seated to my far left. Would you answer his questions?
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
morning, Mr. Murphy. How are you this morning?
All right. Bless.
Good. Tell us why you're incarcerated and what caused you to be there, and why do you feel that we should vote favorably for you today?
First, I was on a possession of 9 pills, and they gave me 30 years for that. I made parole, and I went to the store one night, and the police pulled me over coming from the store and told me that I was involved in a high-speed chase. I had my mother flip-flops on, so fur slippers, so I couldn't have been in it. But I ended up taking the deal that they gave me because I was threatened with a life sentence. So I had to take the 3 years. I didn't want the life sentence.
You had been paroled before?
Yes, sir.
How long had you been out?
2019.
And you got pulled over again for?
I wasn't in the car. I was walking. I was basically walking. This is like 3 weeks after I got out.
The records we have show that you were in the car with him.
I was in the car with him. No,
Yes.
They said, no, that's how the police put it. Like I was driving the car.
So what have you done since you've been incarcerated?
I finally got my education. Now I was real proud of that. You know, that's a big thing in my life that I always wanted to get. I finally got my high set. I mailed it to the board. I don't know if y'all got a copy of it or not, but there's the 2 jails that I've been to, they don't offer pretty much. And I was, the time that I have, the little programs that they do got, I wasn't eligible to get in. But if it was something that I could have got in, I already have it under my belt. So I'm just basically rebuilding myself. That's what I'm basically doing.
Have you had a problem with drugs?
Drugs, I'm surrounded by drugs and violence every day, and my maturity just allowed me not to be part of it. Every day is just around me every day.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about I'm talking about when you were on the outside, were you involved in drugs?
No, not this rip here, but before I did have a drug problem, I was sentenced to, when I made the parole, I went to Courtroom drug rehab because I admitted to a drug problem that I had, and I was sentenced to the rehab.
Have you taken any other classes for drug?
No, no, sir. Substance abuse like AANA, constantly going to AANA. That's all that DOC really have to offer for it. It's like drugs, and it's based upon what you gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Not just what the facility has to offer. Everything just boil down to if you're gonna do it or not.
Yeah, I saw where you've had a lot of classes and, but have you, taken pre-release or substance abuse?
I have took it before. Yes,
You have?
yes, sir.
Okay. I don't have any more questions.
Any other questions?
I just want to point out, Mr. Murphy, that, you said you were just walking down the street. It was, according to the report, you were found hiding under some bushes. And when they found you, you tried to break away and threw punches at the deputies.
No, they beat me up and literally knocked me out and put me in a car and brought me like a mile away from where I was. And this is the case that they built up on me. When I got to the jail, everything was just messed. I couldn't even walk. They beat me with the buildings and everything. My mouth was busted.
Okay. And did you have cocaine?
No, no, sir.
Okay, because they found a bag of cocaine where you had run from.
No,
All right,
I was on, not to cut you off, but I was only charged with aggravated flight. They was trying to charge me with a stolen car, and it's funny how the stolen car and the drugs just disappeared, but y'all charged me with an aggravated flight. I wasn't even charged with the car or the drugs, but I was still charged with I was convicted for the aggravated flight.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you.
All right, so to be clear, we're talking about two separate incidents.
Right.
No, this the same incident.
No. One of them that, where you talked about the pills was in May of 2008, and the one Mr. Freeman was questioning you about happened in 2019.
Yes,
Correct.
sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's two
All right,
separate
well,
incidents.
before we, we'll have some more questions for you perhaps, but first we'd like to hear from the folks that want to speak. Could we hear from Detrice Smith, please?
She's there.
Oh, she still hasn't joined. So is Keisha Murphy in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Go ahead, ma'am. What would you like us to know about your brother?
I think that he's an intelligent young man. He just went down the wrong road, and now hopefully he get out here and do what he have to do. Like, he have a lot of support behind him, a lot of work that's waiting for him out here. And he been doing good. He been doing good so far.
Well, good. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with us this morning. Ms. Smith still's not in?
She said she's working on
All right, well, we're going to move on to Mr. Myers with the DA's office.
Good morning, Randall Meyer, Assistant DA, Jefferson Parish. I originally was coming in today based on some of Mr. Murphy's comments in the record, essentially asking that he be moved to a location that could provide him some substance abuse and other programming. And I was, I think he still needs that, and I would not be opposed to that. But I'm opposed to him now, based on his statements on the record. According to the police report, there was a stolen vehicle. He was observed putting gas into the stolen vehicle. The police came up. He took off, drove very recklessly, ended up sliding, losing control of the vehicle, then fled, hid, and then had the altercation with the officers. Based on his statements today, I don't think he's being truthful with the board about what occurred at that evening. For those reasons, I'm opposed to his request.
All right, thank you, sir. Any other questions, other people?
Yes, sir. You've got 30 years for possessing 9 pills.
Yes, sir.
Is that all? That's the whole story. There's no other backstory to that.
I got 30 years for possession of nine pills, and they quiet bail me, and that's how I get the 30.
Okay, you got a
You
habitual
gave me-
offender.
you gave me 4 years for the pills, and quiet bail me and give me the 30 years.
Okay, so there's more to the story. I just didn't want anybody that might be listening to this to think that we gave somebody 30 years for
No,
possessing
I was-
nine
I was
pills. That
quiet
ain't
bail.
the story.
I was quiet bail. I got the 4 years for the pills and quiet bail and got 30 years.
Okay? And I'm just curious, part of our decision that we make is on whether we feel like that you're accountable for what you were caught doing.
Right.
And I'm having a hard time with this accountability deal. I don't believe you're gonna be able to convince me that you're accountable. I don't have any questions.
All right. Thank you, sir. Council, ready to vote? Mr. Tillis?
Person did vote, yes.
The other person log in.
Patrice.
Somebody talk to him, please.
She did?
Mr. Tillis, you ready to vote?
Yeah. Mr. Murray, based on law enforcement opposition and the testimony today from you, it's not lining up with what we have. My vote today is going to be to deny.
Mrs. Ledoux?
Based on your extensive criminal history and not being exactly upfront with us, my vote is also to deny.
Ms. Prater?
Deny.
Mr. Freeman?
My vote is also to deny.
Mr. Murphy, my vote today is to deny your parole based on the opposition and the extensive criminal history. I do want to commend you, though, on your educational achievements that you're proud of. You should be proud of it. And we will try to see if we can get you somewhere to get you some more programming. But good luck to you, sir.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, Mr. Treese is on the line right now. Damn, it's just logged on.
And that, as they say, is that. It's bad enough when it's a 3-person board and it's 100% against. When it's a 5-person board and it's 100% against, I think that probably says something. Hey, thanks for watching this clip from TCF Live. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And you can join us weekdays live, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, right here on this channel.